Can you be yourself and not wear a mask of what you think a salesperson is? Sales is a job where the whole point is to connect with people. People's skills and the ability for you to connect with people are important, and those skills can only fall within an umbrella of a few things. Authenticity. Can you be yourself and not wear a mask of what you think a salesperson is? Listening. A lot of the sales scripts that actually gives points and opportunities for the client to speak. It is not just a pitch. The most important part of the sales scripts aren't pitching of the product. It's the listening for what the client needs and what they're aiming for, and developing from that listening a way to connect what you do with this person's needs. There's a point in time where we're doing sales back in BC. Salespeople that were learning sales at the time, some of them were struggling because they were learning a script developed by more extroverted people who were naturally better at interacting with others. They feel for it better. They are more present in those situations. And so I was teaching personality psychology and how different personalities need different things at the time. And a few of the coworkers/teammates came up to me and asked me, how can they improve? I never really looked at them and told them, you should talk like this guy. I looked at them and I said, why do you pretend to be who you're not? Your style is your style. Adapting the colors of someone else is difficult. What are your strengths? And so we develop scripts where their strengths can be enhanced. And so how you show up is really important. If you're fake, if you're struggling, deadass, if you're like sad because something happened today, show up sad. What? Right? It's the authenticity of being what you are and who you are in the moment that actually charms people. Not necessarily anything to do with massive energy, charismatic, right? And in a way, charisma is being comfortable with who you are. There are people I watch on, like, you ever watch Culinary Wars? There's this dude that was like this Korean chef. He's so mesmerizing to look at, but he's so depressing and shy. He's like literally like, oh, please don't talk to me, right? But he's like, no, but like, if you don't talk to me entirely, I'll be like sad too, right? And it's like, it's so he knows his element. He knows his element, and he's okay expressing all of his strengths and weaknesses. And the second part of that, it's the listening part. Listening to how they feel, where they are, and what their problems are. So in other words, you gotta give a fuck. You gotta care, right? You cannot force anyone to buy. You must buy, you have to buy, you should buy. Those concepts don't exist. Do they want to or do they need to? And I say this all the time to everybody. Fundamentally, we only want or need. Be curious and listen. Once you let people know what you can do, ask people where they are at. There is a massive component. The client feeling that you understand their problem and genuinely care about their problem. You genuinely do so because you genuinely are there, being genuinely you. There's a massive component there that makes people feel like they can trust you more. And that's the whole thing with sales, isn't it? Even if two people sell the same product, the sleazy one versus the one that says, it's over, what do you want? There's a difference in the way you want to interact with them. And so who are you entering the field of sales? And how do you allow the client to exist in front of you? They are not just a client. They are a person. They have a family. Some of them might be struggling. So are you.